fuck? Oh no, try again. Oh. Okay, YouTube should be online according to my very intellectual browser window. Twitch probably isn't, but fuck Twitch. Okay. I think I remember how to scream. This is good. Okay. Very well. I'm going to tone this down a little bit. And start the proper intro song, because there has to be an intro song. The stream is going to be bad overall, so there has to be something good about it. So here we go. To get content ID'd on Twitch and get deleted, but YouTube is cool with that. So let's go. Okay, I hope everybody is ready for tennocon, because this is a very poor viewing choice. If you couldn't tell. Where's the skeleton gift? You're right. I got it, don't worry, don't worry. I'm afraid with that, the best part of the stream is in fact over. You can go now. That was it. We still have like 4 minutes 35 seconds according to my YouTube stream window, which may be delayed from other platforms you are using to view this, if you are doing that, which I would recommend, because God knows if I will be able to have this work. I have some tricks up my sleeve still, not only good music, but well, I have like 1 or 2 more, and one of them are GIFs, and the other one is awful, but that is a surprise. Still, I will probably not be providing any insightful commentary, so if you are looking for that, if you're looking for some breakdowns or paying attention to the stream, you may want to watch that yourself or with someone else streaming this, because that is in fact not going to be happening. I'm just looking to have a good time. I have finally finished like a burden of a fucking video that I have been making on and off for a very long time, and I just want to sit back and look at some cool shit D may have done. Now, obviously, the new war is going to be featured. I am not sure if there is going to be anything else that is as big. I'm hoping there is, but I'm not sure how likely it is. Hopefully, the new war is going to bring something, well, new, gameplay-wise, like the operators came with the second Dream, I believe it was. It was not a good gameplay change, but it was a big content patch that sort of could have reinvigorated the game if it was good, and hopefully some new system, anything is going to come with the new war. But, like, we are about to see, there's about 3 minutes left till the main portion of the tennocon stream begins. So, that's going to be cool. I've already emptied, like, 1 can of beer and 1 glass of liquids, because I gotta stay hydrated. I also want to consume some medicinal herbal items to make the experience more enjoyable, because I usually don't watch dev streams. I have never watched a dev stream in full. I only have gone to them when I needed some highlights, when I knew something happened, otherwise, like, the update on the website suffices. It is in text, I can read it on my own pace, it is more concise, it's better. I don't like dev streams. This virtual tennocon is basically one big glorified dev stream, so I haven't really watched any of the other parts. May have been interesting. From what I've seen, like 2 minutes, the Q&A portion was an absolute shitfest, so I don't think anything meaningful got answered. But hey, maybe it's not a good idea to form an opinion based on 2 minutes of what you see out of like an hour of content. I don't know, that's just a thought. I would say that me stumbling over my words already is kind of a bad sign, but let's be honest. I do that even while sober. And I'm still sober. Surprisingly. It seems like the theme of this tennocon is triangles. I thought they were going for like a purple color scheme, but I don't think that is the case anymore. I'm just going to try to switch that, because 1 minute is like roughly left. So I'm hoping my stream setup works. So, hold up. Is it... Wait, I'm going to go to the studio mode and do very advanced stuff, because I don't know... Yeah, I named it the other way around. Stream only window is the stream and game is only the stream. That makes sense. Okay. Right. Just as I thought. I know myself well. There we go. I'm going to mute this and put on the stream audio, in fact. There we go. Okay. Oh, wrong one. There is the chat. Right. And that's the second can, and now I can switch only to glass-based liquids. I started very slow, but... Oh no, it's a trailer. Oh god. I wanted to refill my glass, but there we go, triangles! Oh, okay. It's not a trailer. That was a warning for the panel.
Whoa, it's happening.
It's live. We're here. Off to a good start. Welcome to tennocon 2021.
Now, I don't want to be mean, but Rebecca really shouldn't ever wear that again. That hurts. I'm going to put something over Rebecca. Oh, God. There you go. You are welcome, chat. You are welcome, humanity. Oh, God. Now, while they are doing the intro, I'm going to mute this, and I'm going to show you one of my 2 superpowers. I have learned a streaming superpower, and you are going to be fucking amazed. Stand in awe of my superpower. I got a soundboard, and it's filled with farts. This is going to be great. I have never done a tennocon sort of co-stream or restream or whatever they call it, and you can probably see why. Let's see what they're talking about.
Running the show, I got Sheldon. What's up?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Jeff, are you here to talk about some art and stuff?
Well, you know, a little bit of that.
Yeah. And then Steve's our server technician.
I'm not. I'm just watching everyone else work very hard.
And then
Thanks for tuning in, and it's great to see you all and chat.
and hi, Scott. Did you see the cosplay of you?
I missed it. I was having my.
Scott is like on the right there, hidden.
He
was.
That's good.
Which is
You got the
probably
shirt.
for the
So I'm
best.
gonna have to find it on Reddit, or someone can tweet me or something.
Yeah, and I understand that you have a bingo card of someone else's that you might want to.
I didn't pull it up. So
A couple of
Real
people
quick.
are playing. You can barely hear me.
drinking game.
Do I need to
Oh.
talk louder?
Interesting.
I'm louder.
All right. Well, hopefully I'm all right. But we have a
I think there was
clipboard of.
PvP in there. There was raids. There was my truck, and
There was a lot of good
there
stuff.
was a
in
lot
there.
of good stuff in there.
So I think
That should get them started though.
Yeah, there you go. A couple for anyone who made a bingo card of tennocon. We do have a whole bunch of stuff to get through tonight. You are here because we have invited you to our 2021 event in which we are going to talk about the new war. So throughout this stream, I'll give you a little bit of an agenda of what we're going to do. We're going to start with housekeeping, which is going through all our lovely sponsors, doing some prizes for lucky viewers at home.
I probably
So
should have
lucky
muted
is
my
the bunch
microphone
that a lot
while
of people
doing
wanting. These are
that,
probably the
but
worst
hopefully it
odds
wasn't
for
too
a giveaway
audible.
ever, but they're our best prizes
Someone's
ever.
still gonna win.
Someone's still going to win. We're going to talk, of course, about the charity component here for our tennocon event. And then we're going to get to the dev build fun. So this is all live.
Yep.
Everything.
We're doing it live today.
Yeah. Now,
usual.
it would be at this time that I do encourage
Just
you
put the
that
chat
we
overwrap.
do have
You
a
know what?
component here,
Good
but
call.
As the server issues are getting resolved, just know that
There we
will,
go.
Be planning for something like
Yeah,
that.
we just broke all our concurrency
Now we can move.
records.
Oh, I'm
I
moving
think the
something
server's
else.
having
We
a
can move
difficult
this
time.
away.
The teams are working basically since 11 this morning.
Now, it would be good for me to set up something
with
like
us.
when I talk, it sort of calms, mutes the other audio. I don't have that. I'm a fucking idiot. So I'm going to do this manually. I'm going to be like, "Zoop, you can't hear anything. Now I'm talking." And then I'm going to be like, "Oh no, I forgot to do that. Now you can't hear shit."
Yeah, don't worry, don't worry,
We
don't
are.
worry.
We're,
good.
we're nervous enough. It must mean
Yeah.
it's got to be somewhat cool.
Yes, and
I think Jeff's worried it's not cool.
Jeff.
Jeff woke up at 3 a.m. He's like, "Is it cool enough?"
Yeah,
Oh,
I had concerns.
Oh, Jeff.
I hope it is. I think it is.
That's just the every year.
Yeah, that's the self-doubting
I can't
artist.
wait.
But if you're in the relay, stay in there. If it's going up and
yeah.
down, the team has been working hard today on getting that stabilized for you and maybe spinning up extra capacity. And if it doesn't work, accept our apologies. But
Yeah, a very slow start. This is boring stuff. What is going on in the chat? The chat seems very delayed, that's for one. But there is a Discord for people confused. There have been numerous Discords. All of them are deleted. And there is now one just for the Warframe clan. People from outside of the clan cannot get in. And people currently cannot even get into the clan properly. I'm still waiting for the clan update when there are going to be clan ads and custom spawning stuff. And because it's the E that got pushed somewhere, we don't know. But when that happens, I'm going to make like an official sort of ad or update, and people will be able to join freely again, and people from the clan will be able to join the Discord. Now, Rebecca is doing something weird with a very strange... how to say it politely? Is there an euphemism for genital instrument? I don't know, but since you cannot see it over the chat... Oh, now Sheldon is doing it. Okay, let's get the audio.
This is actually, you can make it at home too. If you have a 3D printer,
It's heavy.
It is heavy. I know. This
If you
is
have a 3D printer and just a little bit of resin, you can.
you don't need too much.
Just a little bit of
Not
resin.
bigger than
Look
what
how
you
big
need.
that weapon is.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Yeah, this is coming to Prime Gaming July 20th, so you can get the Redeemer Verve skin, and it is a awesome. If you're a hobbyist 3D printer, or maybe even
Yeah, not hobbyist.
not hobbyist, because that's and they're professional.
I'm basically reacting to your stream. That's good. That's good. The whole reason I never have done this, and the whole reason I'm doing it now is because wait, that's let's not do that. Is because like Triburos posted this, and I just wanted to see him do stupid shit. So hopefully he is going to restream me restreaming this stream, and then I can restream that, and then we can break the simulation. But yeah, that's totally fine.
And because all things tennocon this year are toward the new war, we are going to reveal the mystery poster that was on our merch store. This is something that we worked on. Dan Mumford has done the art for the tennocon 2021, the new war mystery poster here. Dan Mumford is an amazing artist. You can check out all his work online.
What the fuck does variant mean? It's like color shifted. I mean, it looks good, but
details on the merch store, and you can take a look at what looks to be a very serious scene.
Well, they're kind of tiling, so you could get both.
You could get
And
both.
kind of set them against each other. I think that would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm leaning.
Okay.
Regular because I think the purple.
I was expecting cool shit from the start, reveal after reveal, new content, and
You don't
I,
get
I was well, I was kind of oh no,
You can order right now.
Man, I tried to get a floof.
I was partially joking when I said this is just like an extended, updated, bigger dev stream, but it really is.
Someone just said they would cry.
Somehow when they are on stage, they do it differently. They don't have that mentality right now.
All right. We also are going to be talking about. Oh, man.
Ooh, so many things.
Well, we're gonna do some giveaways. So I'm
Oh yeah, let's
thinking.
give some stuff away.
Yeah,
Can we give
we're
away a
good.
computer?
Yeah, we can give away a computer. Let's do it. Give away a computer. This
away a
is built by
computer.
Zydax. It is an AMD
Oops.
computer.
I already
We do
fucking
a
up.
Giveaway right now.
Oops.
Oops.
Computers are- I
Don't
can't-
use this for Bitcoin mining.
This is the standard one. This computer is going to be given away to just a Twitch viewer. All you need to do is be logged in, and we'll see who the winner is. Let me get a computer. I think that's what.
Yeah. Who wants it?
We're giving away comp.
I don't actually have the check flag GIF. I'm not sure if one exists. I didn't even bother searching for it.
Winner.
But yeah.
by Zydax. Ultra Player X. Oh, what a fitting.
Very
name.
nice.
Now you
Congratulations.
really will be.
You have won our PC.
Someone
Prime
won a
built by
sponsored
Zydax.
product.
This is a wonderful PC.
Did they do this last time? I can't recall. I'm not sure if I watched it the last time.
You need to message us.
We can't send to you right away because.
But yeah,
it's for servers.
since this is kind of boring and nothing is happening, and I'm going to kind of mute this even more, I'm going to show off my second and final superpower. I have the power to put things on screen, not just GIFs. No, anyone can do that. But I can draw. I can make a sun shine on the panel. I could make a moon, but I'm not sure if I could draw a crescent. Okay, I fucked up. It's a lightning. Wow. My superpowers are ever more developing, and you should fear me. I just, as the benevolent god I am, I just destroyed weather. No more weather. Somebody wants something else. What the fuck? I have to say I'm really disappointed. Like, this is supposed to be the pinnacle, the apex of the tennocon, which was already pretty bad, but we maybe like do the sponsored giveaways before the Tenno Live thing. I don't know. I'm going to get very, very wasted before this even begins at this rate. Draw a better outfit on rap. You got it. You got it. I will leave the flag there for now, but I will. This is the absolute state of Warframe. There's nothing else. Oh god. fuck me.
How about to make someone a very happy gamer, they can play games like Warframe on it. Okay. You don't have to, but
Okay.
kick things off.
I have fixed Rebecca. Rebecca Rewalk. It actually doesn't look as bad as I thought it would.
See, it's my personal PC.
Yeah, I mean, I have one at home.
Oh,
It has
Making Warframe with it for...
yeah, you can have my slightly used personal PC, it's fine. No, but we will
no, you don't understand. I didn't even search for the flag. That's how ashamed I was. Oh no, something is happening.
prize.
Oh. Ah, fuck! They tricked me. They tricked me. They tricked me.
I don't even have a Steam Deck.
God damn it.
Alright, 100,000 platinum.
Now, if you are wondering, you know, the actual tennocon stream audio is very low, you're not missing anything. Nothing.
And their address.
No, we don't need a mailing address, it's digital.
Oh, okay. Social stream? I'm not sure. You just tell us. We'll get it.
No, you'll be.
How many people are watching? Like 10?
Account platform, so if you
I'm wondering
tell us your alias there, whatever.
if it makes sense to go to like one relay and try to do something with that. Oh shit! It just like it jumped from like 15 to 40 concurrent viewers. It may be a lie. I don't know. YouTube works in mysterious ways today, but let's see.
Sounds good. But anyway, we are going to now.
I don't actually know if they are split per servers, if there is the NA server and the Europe server and the Australia server and such. And I don't know which server I am on, but if it means anything to you, I am heading to...
Our website. No, we are always happy to partner
I think Warframe died.
in Canada, and this year we're partnering with Unity Project, who are right here in
Oh, shit.
homelessness for people affected by homelessness.
Network not responding. Well, good. Okay, never... forget everything I said in the past 38 seconds. I said.
I know. We've actually broken the grand, like, as an organization over 6 years, over $1 million.
Yeah, like, Warframe wasn't really prepared for over 100,000 concurrent players. The servers are just absolutely shitting themselves. I can select the Tenolith. Wait, I can actually... I think I can do this. Okay, look. I can select one instance, Tenolith 2021-1. Maybe all the relays crashed. Who knows? But that is the relay I'm going to be in. It is the cursed relay. It's probably going to develop into a creepypasta. But yeah.
I'm very happy. Thank you to everyone there. It is very, very lovely. And of course, big thanks to everyone at Digital Extremes as well.
Everyone is watching for the Loki, and some stay for Rebecca outfit oogling. What? Just... This is... sad.
Before we get into the show, I just want to check in to see how everything's going.
I mean...
Yeah, I mean, can you...
Oh, wait! Last year, Rebecca also had like a really shitty outfit.
Talk about it for that
Let me... I will try to find that. We did that like on Discord with a group of people we were watching, and everyone was also terrified by that. What was... It was like really straight... Oh god!
I think we might want to just...
My god, what is wrong with Rebecca? What?
As far as I understand,
What the fuck is this? I mean, it's not funny. That's...
This is real.
This is a tragedy, certainly. But,
the chaos.
and no, it's not even a tragedy. This is... We should be positive about that. But Rebecca Ford has some very questionable clothing choices. Let me just put it that way.
yeah,
Oh god.
pretty cool actually, and
I don't, like...
to help out on it.
I am not like a savvy dresser person, but... Wait, where did that go? But, like... My god. I don't know. I like to think that if I were Rebecca, I would not wear that. But who knows?
Typically, when we do tennocon, Sheldon's usually doing.
Uh,
Usually, Sheldon's doing like a co-panel at the same time I do our panel. So
oh god, I still have it like on the screen on the left and it's terrifying me.
So I think we got to see it on the art panel, but of course with Warframe you want to see.
Like, I mean no disrespect. I know this could be very offensive if, you know, you talked about somebody like this. No, don't laugh. My excuse is that I am a very raging alcoholic. I am a bad person. Don't be like me. Oh god. Okay, what is happening?
Unfortunately, Sheldon doesn't seem to be.
Why are we looking at like a 5-year-old update?
That's okay.
5, 4, I
It's
don't know.
kind of typical.
It is
Yeah.
typical.
I mean, what are you showing? You're showing like the plains of Eidolon. You know, I guess like Nidus is cool.
And somehow you've managed to join my squad, Sheldon. Yeah.
Oh, my 2dev account managed to join your account. Would you say?
So you're sitting there, and you've joined my account. Why don't we?
Maybe there's a way I did join your
How
account.
could you have joined my
How
account?
could I have done this? How could I have done this?
Like, remember when tennocons were actually live and there was an audience, so they had some incentive to actually prepare and act professionally and have these things rehearsed and make sure it works. I missed.
Not sure about my focus.
I'll drink to that.
Yes!
So not only do we have Warframe, the full experience on mobile, but
No. I'm not happy because it's on mobile. I'm happy because I was absolutely right about this in December. I knew this was going to happen. I said it. There it is.
it's awful.
I am very smart, is the point.
In the best possible way.
Who? Like, this was the only logical way for Tencent to make money. And there it is.
It's not just mobile to PC crossplay.
Who?
I'm inviting everyone. I'm inviting DE Megan on her PlayStation account.
Oh, here comes Megan.
trouble.
Here comes Megan. I am inviting DE Steve on his Switch account. I am here.
I got no drift issues here, baby.
Yeah. We are here. I see Sheldon's beautiful Mesa
Yes,
Prime.
my beautiful Mesa Prime.
I see Megan's beautiful
Oh, there's
PlayStation
Megan on
Ibarra.
PlayStation. Yeah.
Hello. And you know,
Let's get a little wave
it's
in
a
here.
beautiful thing. So, are you kidding me? People seem really excited.
Wait for me, guys. I'm loading in.
All right. So
on,
not
Steve.
only
I'm a
in
very
here.
colorful ship.
Get in here.
yes, you do.
You're missing it.
So we have a incredible. We are so honored to say that our dev team has been working super hard on supporting crossplay,
Oh, there he is.
and everyone's here.
All right, well, you guys are all there. I'm out.
Yeah. All right. See ya. So I guess
Okay, credit where it's due.
cross.
Congratulations, community. We have been bitching about this for so... I don't mean that in a negative way. This should have been done
Get Xbox into
sooner, I think. But people have been bitching about this for so long that there it is. And good job, DE, for finally implementing this. This is going to make a lot of things easier. We are finally going to be able to have Lunaro tournaments cross-platform so that everyone can join. This is going to be incredible. This is going to be great. It's not content, but it's great. Well,
your account went
crossplay is good. I mean, nothing bad to see here.
cross save.
I mean, the Switch are going to probably just die in some of the more intensive missions, but this is cool.
Them the other day.
Yeah. So This is probably the scariest part of the day, and it.
Oh, here we are. Here we are. We're
How
all
would
here.
people react?
Back.
Yeah.
And
Do
he's
we-
back.
Okay, last one of the horns is the worst platform to play Warframe on.
Okay, well,
I win.
Inferior platform.
chaos, pain, and chaos. But we have.
I would like to direct your attention to the fact they are having a race, and none of the Warframe developers are bullet jumping.
Oh, I'm being shocked.
Think about that. Think about that for a second. Think about what it says about their engagement with the game.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Steve, Sheldon, Jeff, Scott, cross-play, cross-save. How's that been going? That's really impressive that the team put you,
God.
and of course Warframe on mobile. All
That's huge.
you know.
This is something we've wanted for a long time. It's just so great. Everyone's going to get to play together. All our platforms, all our players playing together. It's the dream.
It really is the dream, and you know it's in development. You can see it here on Tenno Live that we are so happy to be able to trial run it, give it a go, see everyone playing with everyone everywhere, moving accounts. It has really been, I think, the biggest request I've ever received from the community ever. And it's we'll have more information at a later date. We're just showing you like the dev stuff is working. We're working on it.
We got it working. Yeah.
But
We took down an Eidolon last night when we were
We
testing
did?
it out,
We
so
were
it was
testing-
really exciting.
yes, yeah. So that's very
It's
exciting.
very fresh out of the oven, but yeah. Finally get to show you guys that.
Yeah. Now my brother has no excuse not to play with me.
Yeah.
PlayStation boy. So now, at this point in Tenno Live, a lot of people are going to be looking for information on the new war, and we did, of course, have a couple things planned for the relays, but I don't necessarily want to commit to those right now if we're in a position where we should just, maybe do the demo.
What is the
What do
state
you
of the
think,
relay?
Yeah, I don't know what the state of the relay was.
We got sidetracked.
There was I wanted to run over and join on my Switch, so I got sidetracked there.
Now, if you didn't get anything, from the drop,
But yeah, no. Somebody, and that chat message is already like Brit said that a 5-year-old mobile phone is not going to run this. No, yeah, you're absolutely right. I'm not even sure current generation mobile phones are going to run it. You will need to have like one of the high-end devices, and like, yeah, I mean, I can't imagine many people playing Warframe, preferably on the mobile phone, but it's there. It's there. Now it may be inconvenient, but like 2 or 3 years in the future, it's going to be very, very possible for a lot of people. So why not?
it was all right.
Oh, taking down the Eidolon, yes.
No.
Taking down the Eidolon, yes.
He wasn't
You did.
Okay.
crossplay.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. I did. You're right.
That is not true. All right. Well,
Someone said these guys drink beer.
these, yeah. it's
Oh
pretty good.
yeah.
Well, I think we need to talk about the new war. This is something that we have been working towards and working on, and then some circumstances outside our control made 2020 pretty difficult to do this type of development. But it seems that we've finally got ourselves in a situation where we can.
Yeah, I just want to point out some things out of our control. I think the new war was supposed to be released in 2018. COVID-19 is named COVID-19 for a reason. There have been a lot of delays on the new war. It has been announced a long time ago. It has been delayed to hell. It's something I can understand. Things happen, but it's not entirely fair to say that it has been only due to things out of their control. That's a lie.
This is only a fraction of what we've been working on as well.
So, which is to say, we're going to be doing a live gameplay demo of the new war.
Indeed.
And what you see here is, it's the quest.
Yep.
It's going to be the real thing. Yep.
Yeah. And
Yeah, this is a committed single-player quest that kind of finishes it's been a long pause, but it finishes all the setups that we've done in our prior quests.
It's definitely the biggest, most ambitious quest that we have done.
Yep.
Yeah. I think it's kind of expanding on we're kind of leaning into the term war, and we're trying to use it as a way to kind of world build the the universe of Warframe a bit more and kind of expand on the impacts of it.
Yeah. And that's, I mean, I'm super excited to be doing a live demo of it tonight with the team. And
Yeah, all we're doing right now, just so everybody knows, we're just trying to check in on the
Yeah.
on how the relays are going, because we did kind of have some ideas for how to kind of prep you for this demo by some of the things
Yeah, if how the relays are doing is an indication of the new war. Ban expectations.
Warframe is in beta?
Yeah,
Yes. It's been 8 years of it.
yeah,
extend.
we're
It's an
still in
extent.
beta, Steve. Yep.
People want you to come back, Steve, but unless you have good
Is
info.
anything
Yeah,
happening right
do you have
now
any?
that
Do you
kind
have
of-
any good news, Steve?
Well, I mean, is anything happening right now that would suggest we're out of beta?
Yeah, this is how betas work, guys. You plan a relay event, but I think all things
People just
considered.
didn't know that's the actual name.
Yeah. Oh.
Warframe Beta.
Yeah, Warframe Beta is actually the brand. That's what's trademarked. We haven't trademark registered.
Amazing.
Relays are doing good. I don't know if I trust you, Doctor, whatever your
Yeah, how
alias
many-
was.
how are people doing?
Yeah, no, like connection lost at least in the Europe region, completely dead. The relays not doing good.
I know. But chat, you know,
I think what we could do is, though, I think we could probably show them the demo, and then maybe if things get up in a good.
Oh no,
We're close.
I regained
Also,
connection.
I'm gonna.
We're gonna fill some more time.
Ooze at my mouth.
Let me
Trust
actually
the nerd
check
doctor, I don't
that.
think so.
I
But hey, this is a good time to get the bingo card for some of our friends' streams up there. we understand some members of the community that are co-streaming who are probably like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm co-streaming stalling right now. But trust us, it's fine.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
we're
we appreciate
close.
Let me see if I can find this.
Everyone's on it right now. We're getting lots of updates.
I'm alone in a relay. All right. But in a relay, there's no one else around. Yeah. So what's happening is there's too many of you. Our game has attracted too many players.
Which we're
this
very
big.
grateful for.
We're very
Yes.
grateful
Thank
for
you
all
for
of
coming to
but
play.
all things considered, you know,
Okay.
Yeah.
do you want to do 1,000
You know
flat
what?
for real?
I want to give away this floof.
Okay. Like relay crashes is not on
Yes,
their
who
bingo
wants-
card.
Does anybody want this floof?
Okay. Yeah, it's spoken for. Sorry. 1,000 flat. Let's do it. Been waiting in a relay, not alone at least. Because you're here.
Hey Jeff.
Are people saying they're in the relays?
All alone in relay.
Just saying they're alone.
Yeah, that's pretty much the state of relays. They are fucking broken. I just want to clarify, not to rile anyone up. Not sure if the new war was supposed to actually launch in 2018. It has been debuted in 2018, and it was either late 2018 and 2019. I cannot find the date anywhere. I would have to listen to the tennocon 2018 panel. I obviously don't want to do that now because you would hear a garble of audio. But either way, COVID-19 didn't really affect that initially.
From the stream room.
Chaos. I
Yes.
think there's a chaos
Everything's-
army that we could enlist ourselves in at this point in time.
I would agree. I would agree. Okay, guys, hold on. Just stay, hold.
Oh my god, my relay changed. People are seeing things. Let's
Yes.
do this.
Yes, things are working. What
I'm
are you
alone
seeing?
still.
What are you seeing? Tell us what you see. We
Okay,
can't see. so tell us
time
what
to
you
do
I
a
think
spooky
we're gonna do a
scene
Megan.
switch.
Megan said, don't
Ooh.
judge your fashion frame.
Hopefully
We
she didn't go
are
full
in
toothpaste.
game now.
Oh, she went full toothpaste.
Sorry.
All right.
I thought we cleared this, Megan.
see. Here we go.
This is an emergency.
That is a giant
Nidus Prime.
Yes, it is.
It looks like I'm not seeing this.
Kaiju Nidus. Very good. Very good. All right, so what we're doing is, here's an explanation of what's happening right now. We are actually on our test cluster to show you guys what the relay event is.
Oh, yeah,
from our point of
what
view,
it
to
should-
just treat
okay.
it like it's a dev stream reveal at this point. So
Yeah, yeah, and showing some of those things. So
Maybe we can rerun this.
yeah, and we'll
Like,
rerun it.
a couple times
Yeah,
in low tide.
So what I think is going to happen here, so am I unmuted? What I think is going to happen here is we've got Meg with, oh, what are those colors she chose?
Right?
Just
We've,
move along.
we've got Meg in the showrooms. We'll rerun this, I think, maybe next week or the week after, something like that. But in
Maybe
case
a
your
trigger
relay,
on the relay to go
if your
through.
relay hamster isn't keeping up, you'll at least get to see the little scenes that that we made for you.
Yeah, so this is, of course, Nidus Prime. And
Some people are having work, so I think maybe consoles, PCs are probably on fire, and that's why they're. Yep. So direct your attention to.
Steve, is your mic okay?
Yeah, your mic is. I'll unmute it. How about that? That'll probably work a lot
Probably
better.
come through me.
Yep.
PC relays, I think.
Can we all agree that the fashion frame in front of us is awful? I don't mean the Nidus Prime. I mean the pink disgrace. That I don't... What Siandana is that? Regardless, I'm sure that many people don't share this view, but I don't care about Nidus Prime. Like, whatever. The Prime variants don't provide any meaningful stat boost. Maybe on, I don't know, maybe on some Warframe, ability-heavy Warframes, that would work. Otherwise, useless. Oh, okay, interesting stuff.
So, when we talk about Warframe lore,
Oh no!
players always hinge on the word Zeramin. What was the Zeramin? Where did it all begin?
Where did the Zeramin begin? I suppose it began in
2004. There was a,
Wow.
yeah, so the new war, which is the biggest thing we've ever done, is going to kind of look forward and it's going to look back as well through the history of the story and the characters and the origins of the Tenno. So this is a scene from the Zeramin, the colony ship, where
The very beginning.
where the incident began.
And, you know, the art team
it's
has,
part of the player story,
It
and it's
is.
just kind of expanding on that.
yeah, it absolutely is. And, you know, you've seen players,
I don't mean to interrupt the interesting lore stuff, but from a writing standpoint, if you are setting up the origin of your main protagonist 8 years after running a live service, somewhere, somehow, you fucked up.
there's been a lot of speculation about what it, you know, what it's all about.
Yep.
And I think we can go up next.
Go to our next relay.
Yep.
PS4 didn't work. Don't worry, guys. We're doing it live. When it comes to the new war, I think there's some characters people would like some closure from.
Oh
None-
my god, this is...
none-
Oh,
I don't know if they're going to get closure. Can't promise that, but yeah, definitely going to address these characters. These are sort of the primary characters of the story. With Ballast, there he is in his kind of original Orican form.
I'm already seeing horrid fetish images of this. People have fetish for giant people and stepping on people and feet and oh my god, I'm having PTSD already from this. Oh my god. Oh, let's not knock my monitor over. That's not good. Oh my god, still.
Space Mom, let's go.
It looks like some of our platforms are seeing it, but
Yeah.
again, we'll
If you're
figure out
missing it
something
now,
after
we'll
this.
make sure you get to see it. after,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah.
Trigger.
Oh, it looks really cool.
All right, keep trucking.
Where's our next one? Oh, here we go.
Did he say the history of a story?
Oh,
That's good.
And this is, I think, if you watch the awesome CG intro that we added to the game a few years ago, this is kind of where, when you first start Warframe, this is kind of your exposure to the story, which is you think you're a Warframe and you don't know about your Star Child, and Teshin speaks in vague terms about how the Lotus might be a bit of a villain in her own right.
That's his interpretation.
That's his interpretation. I don't know if the Dax are sleeping. They might be.
There's some. Yeah, there's.
Well, if there was an Equinox there, we could have justified that angle. Just get an Aurora.
They're just asleep.
Baruch.
Yeah. Of course.
I just want to say I gave up on Warframe lore a long time ago, and I'm still disappointed. To know that was the intent, like that was what they were going, and not just like a shitty accident. My God, I'm going to drink my pain
Yeah, and I think, you know, for people that are in chat saying, oh, what's going on? We have a very busy server right now. Sit tight. If you don't see what you think you're supposed to see, we are going to get you covered here.
Oh.
And this is kind of, I think, the beginning of when Warframe started to take their storytelling more seriously.
Okay.
Really,
I think we need to censor this. Wait,
like we're doing today, we're kind of doubling
This-
down on some of
that is very sexually charged. Twitch is going to fucking punish me for that. There we go.
for the reveal video that
It's gone. It's gone. Never mind. But
That is a giant.
scary.
that gave me some strange vibes.
Oh, he is one of the first villains, I think.
There we go. You know,
With in their Warframe journey.
I always get a little
H. I mean, I know they are 1,000 years old, like wizards and witches, but this is probably not okay.
This was a big moment for people. You know, that's kind of what I think kicked off all the directions for the quests and the story we wanted.
Protect me, chairman.
Our humble little free-to-play.
I remember, I remember someone was playing and they said, I've played 60 hours of this game and I think I just unlocked the real character. But yeah, if you're just starting Warframe, there's some mild spoilers here today.
Mild.
Mild. But of course, this is a child from the Zeraman accident that we showed earlier.
Okay, good, good.
Oh,
Oh.
some more sleeping enemies.
Some more sleeping
Just a
sentience.
callback.
So what they did here was take the previous scene, select the decks, hit Control H, and replace them. It's the there's 4 of them. It's the oh god.
And I think, you know, life imitating art, that we can say that the sentients are the relay servers.
Yes, that is true. Yeah.
And that are Tenno that have been so great
No,
at defending us and breaking our concurrency records.
I want to
Killed them like Umbra has killed
in
them.
a like a rare show
What I like about this
of
relationship between the operator and
I don't even know what Americans call it. Well, whatever. I actually was kind of optimistic when Tencent bought EE, simply because they are an efficiently run company and they could sort of unfuck the EE, I hoped. That didn't happen, but the funding at least did make cross-save happen, and also mobile. I'm not sure if that's going to be useful for anyone, but Chinese companies, despite what you may think, are not like actively pushing their agenda through games, because they just want to make money. I realize that sounds very strange, since China is officially a communist nation, but they are not idiots. And this could have been good. I would have actually preferred if Tencent was much more involved in managing DE. Didn't happen, but at least the new war is going to happen, I guess. Which, again, I'm going just to mute that because I'm talking about it anyways. I would like something besides the new war. Quests are cool and all, but this is going to be... If we are extremely optimistic, oh god, oh god, oh god, save me, chairman. If we are going to be optimistic, the quest is going to be... What, 2, 3, 4 hours! Absolute maximum optimism. 4 hours of content. And what then? Like... The new war, it's going to sate the artists and content creators for a long time, but like people who played the game going to finish the quest and they're going to be like, this took 3 years? What? I don't know. Really hoping something else is in there, as I said before.
Rebecca's amazing playthrough.
Oh, well, is it just me? Let's find out. We're gonna get started, folks. tennocon 2021 New War gameplay reveal. See you on the other side.
Oh god, why did I remove the flag? I was reading
We are seasons.
False.
All of us. Growing in the light. Fading in the dark. But once the same. Yet ever changed.
That is a bad sound effect, wow.
Don't be afraid.
Oh no, Greenear hurt, I am very sad. Oh no. Oh. Oh.
Brothers, dead.
Oh.
Only call 175.
Oh. I'm crying. Oh. I'm crying inside now.
Brother!
God.
The worms have swarmed the sector, but we will prevail. Regroup on my beacon. For the Queens.
I would just like to point out, DE has a very strange idea about how rocks work. What the fuck was that?
All the Queens. No. Run, maggots. Run! Pilot is dead. What is mission now?
I feel culturally appropriated. Because the Greenear speak shit English. Honestly, I feel this is completely redundant. This is something DE should have done like 5 years ago. Diversified and made other things than Warframe. If this is going to be housed within Warframe, the game, this is going to be, well, like, interesting for 5 minutes. And that's kind of it. This is bad. This should have been like its own single-player game. The Conclave, well, the Conclave is still a bad idea, but on its own it would have been better. everything, all of these really weird conflicting ideas DE has that conflict with each other mechanically should have been separate things. Just jamming this into Warframe, I don't just... Why?
Most lucrative and sagacious visionary. Yes, I can try.
I don't know.
I can bypass it. Yes, do your thing.
Oh god, I know people are going to be happy about this, not me. I don't really put much stock into Warframe lore, so I couldn't care less, honestly. It's probably a good vehicle for the whatever they are trying to tell with the new war. It's going to change things up, but if it was competently written, I don't know. Still, this is just like I don't know, I really don't like that. I know I'm in the minority here, but I really don't like this. This is just like a cutscene, it's not even combat, you just... Why is he shooting the Moa? Good, okay. Okay, that's kind of funny. But, what was I about to say? There is no actual like challenge involved in these missions with the Grineer or the Corpus here. When I think of games, I think of interactivity and of some sort of a challenge. This is fucking pointless. I know Warframe has a long-standing problem with balance, and everything is basically like not a threat if you have the right kit, but this could have solved that. Giving the player, it would upset people, but giving the player a restricted loadout, like a Corpus with a specific weapon, specific amount of health, specific amount of shields, something you couldn't mod, and pitting him against specific enemies, could have been challenging. This isn't. Where is the challenge here? As you have seen with the Grineer, like, the sentient, like, the amazing robotic threat that wiped out the most incredibly powerful civilization the world has ever seen. The Grineer just goes around and fucking, yeah, like, yeets 5 of them with, like, a shitty Grineer sword. I don't know if DE has heard about, like, world building, but I can tell you that doesn't do much for that. Like, if anyone cared about it in Warframe to begin with. But, like, I don't know. I know I'm rambling now, and I'm going to look at the chat because I know this is not like a popular opinion. A lot of people seem to be mesmerized by Warframe storytelling and lore, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just a pessimist. I'm going to go... get the volume up and go take a quick piss. I will take this negativity and eject it out of my body via a very long organic tube in my groin. Oh, whoa, whoa. Yeah.
Off you go. I don't understand.
Oh, what happened?
Look outside. We're all about to be under new management. Now do your part, or I'll find a more forward-thinking replacement.
Yeah, I don't know. The conclusion that I have come up with, sorry for abusing English, is that I need to drink more, because I'm at the stage of being intoxicated where I like to dissect every pointless fucking thing, because I think it makes me sound very clever. I need to get into the that's a funny frog phase of being intoxicated. But yeah. This kind of thing could have very well worked for PvP. Making a few... This is not my original idea, obviously, because it's kind of good. But many people have suggested to have PvP based around factions, Grineer and Corpus, so you could have tightly designed classes and weapons and abilities that could be actually balanced, and not the absolute fucking double somersault shitfest that is the Conclave. But yeah, I'm like... Why are the MOAs I don't know. I guess it's cool this is in... I'm not happy about it, but I'm not particularly angry. I'm indifferent. Very indifferent.
Listen! That bloated Condrix swats us down like flies! We're grounded!
Call, stop. Tell the call.
Yeah, I'm sorry if I'm like echoing other people, Riot Alias in particular. I don't watch Riot Alias at all. I'm not honestly invested in Warframe enough to be operating on the level of seriousness Riot Alias exhibits. But yeah, the faction PvP idea has been tossed around for ages, and I don't think anyone can claim it being their original, because it is a very reasonable conclusion of a very basic thought process that the DE hasn't implemented yet. I don't know. Again, call me like a video game purist. I like video games. If I wanted something story-driven, I would read a book. If I were to be a bit more modern, I would buy a visual novel. I don't think this is like... This is just pointless stalling. This is just filler. There is no challenge involved. This is just something you have to do before getting to the next 2 sentences of plot.
For the queens.
Yeah, as I said, a Grineer soldier should not be killing a sentient with this amount of ease. This is the faction of very spooky robots that destroyed the Orokin, completely fucking wiped them out. Well, no, I'm he got stuck for a bit there. But no, they got nearly wiped out by the Orokin, and then the Tenno kind of finished them off. Because fuck you, Orokin. But this is the faction that extremely seriously threatened the most powerful humans in existence in this universe. And, like, this shitty fucking clone with, like, obsolete, subpar, cheap shitty ballistic weapon is cutting them down like it's nobody's business. I don't know. sorry.
Searches.
I just remembered I have a soundboard. Okay.
Call sneak could.
Mm.
For the queens.
Bruh. 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 Bruh.
What a shame.
Oh god. Now you play as the sentient. Will. Oh yes, yes. I have glowing four nipples. Oh. I smell greeny. Oh, am dead. It's Teshin.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Yes! Yes!
Fucking hell.
Orphic's fields will be scattered.
The Orphic's fields will be scattered deep in the ship. Goddess can
Oh, no.
triangulate them.
Quiet!
I'm only trying to.
I don't need your help. Switch off.
Sorry, that oof was a bit premature.
Please excuse orders.
Bruh.
What the fuck was that? Okay. I'm just going to rip one in honor of the queens. I have nothing else to do. Oh, I'm going to do that when Teshin flies. Just fucking watch. I'm going to do it.
Requires a power source.
Just fly, Teshin, fly. Fly. I know you can do this. Teshin, fly. Fly. Follow your dreams. That wasn't that was falling. I need to time it perfectly right. Fly, my boy. For the conclave, fly! Well, I ruined it. Fuck. Oh no! I missed it! Oh god.
No, 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 no.
That's pretty much my reaction to the Teshin part. Oh, I missed it again. What can you do? It was not meant to be.
Tortoise wonders what we are getting into.
Bruh.
You shouldn't have come here. You have ruined us both.
Bruh. Bruh.
Teshin, are you
Losing it.
feeling unwell?
Oh, I always miss it.
Bruh.
Ordis.
Yes. Would you like me to deface that for you?
Diffused!
The devil sends their relic to do the deed.
Bruh.
We're both relics, aren't we, old man?
Oh, missed it again. I don't think we are going to get it.
Bruh.
No, definitely not going to get it.
NANI?!
What a shame.
Too easy.
It's the Grenier. Perfect timing this time. DE should hire me as a sound engineer. Like, this is what I do. What? Where the fuck did he had? Where did that Tigris come from?
For the queens.
I wasn't paying attention, I was too absorbed by playing fart sounds. Speaking of...
Detonate Yuna, and your brothers shall live to fight another day! That's it. Detonate at the base of that bloated contract for glory!
That was good lip sync. Mwah. God.
Oh no!
I salute you once at a time.
Okay, enough of that. Yeah, I lied, but regardless, I don't think it serves Warframe a lot of purpose. There is obviously not much gameplay involved, and to be like showing all of this gameplay, you are going to have an identical experience when you play the quest. That's like what, 20 fucking minutes of the thing. That's just the same. What the fuck is the... Oh no! Oh no! Oh no, Nameless Gwynir! No, no! Oh no! Oh no! Fuck! He's not dead.
Bruh. Don't be afraid. Yay! I know you. I feel it. It's time. Summon your devil.
You know, something like that, but maybe 2 minutes long, would have been a perfect substitute for whatever the fuck we have just seen. But since they have had not anything else to show, this is just what... Okay, I have dyslexia. I have read that, and like, in a split second I thought that said Archwing, and I got really fucking spooked. But... Okay, let's get the gift back up. Let's get a little Gratzinian. I don't know how to read that word. Friend here. Oh god. This.
As you can see, we have been working very hard. The team at Digital Extremes are absolute legends.
Yep.
Bringing everything together.
So many places, so many people working hard on this demo.
That's right, and we've shown you just a small part of the quest. It is the biggest thing we've ever done by a lot, and this is basically the first mission, and maybe a little bit of the ones to follow.
Yeah.
So really looking forward.
Okay, here's a thing from marketing, right? And I actually have like a degree in this. Like, this is not just like me talking shit. If it's just a small part of the product you are trying to sell, you fucked up. Show something representative of the whole fucking thing. Honestly? I don't know. It's possible I'm wrong. Maybe for the target audience, this demo has been incredible and got them hyped up. But like for me, this has been disappointing. And looking at the time, I do not think there is any other reveal, not at least a significant one, coming. So, what the fuck?
And I think, like, to the Warframe community.
I know this is like I think we said something similar last year, but we were just like Scott said it yesterday too. Like this demo especially would have been so much fun to do to a live audience.
Yeah. We would have loved it.
We do really miss that, and so hopefully.
I'm still sweating, but you know.
What would have been fun to do to the live audience? They had more interaction, more fun doing the like impromptu shitty race on the Plains of Eidolon. This has been a very linear scripted thing that one player did. Fuck off.
This is the most excited I've ever been, and I hope that whether you're new to Warframe, if you're a veteran that's looking, what are we up to, we're gonna really make this a special year. We are working really hard to do so.
For Warframe.
We appreciate everything the community does for us, from their memes to their feedback to their patience,
Everything,
and we want to make 2021 the best, and I think the new war will do just that. So thank you very much, everyone. We're gonna wrap it up here.
Yeah,
Don't
thanks,
be
guys.
afraid.
Don't be afraid, Tenno.
Okay.
So much.
Thanks
you
so
guys.
much.
Thank
2021
you.
is
Bye.
done.
Thanks for
Thanks for
watching.
watching.
Cheers. Bye.
Well, here's my honest thoughts, right? What? Seriously though, there's still some people left in the chat, and the chat is delayed. But I honestly don't. I know what I know. I know what I think, but I don't know what vibes other people got from this. What are your thoughts, chat? This is the one stream I actually read chat. I don't usually do that because I'm too preoccupied with being drunk, but oh, that's a bad question mark. I'm going to put back. Well, this has been tennocon. There is no more of that. The live stream. This is the end of it. This was the last segment. That's over. Cool. I'm going to put the guild music back up, because that's actually very good. I forget his name, but I'm going to Google it. The corpus music in Warframe, at least the new one, reminds me of Michael McCann, who did the soundtrack for XCOM Enemy Unknown, which some people didn't like, but I thought it was very cool. It was unique. But what does the chat think? All hype, minimal substance. Very lackluster, don't hurt yourself. Well, no, I don't do that. I won't cast really. You void demon, free stuff. Cataclysm. Okay. Since the chat is delayed, I will take a short piss break again, because I have been taking in liquids at an enormous pace right now because of the content I have previewed. I need to do that thing. But please let me know what you think after seeing Tenno live. There is a picture on Twitch. I don't know what that picture is. No. Komang says, I thought DE will not care about lore, guess I'll change my mind. DE does care about the lore, they are just not good at it at all. What's that? I'm not going to go to Twitch to check that, but I'm going to enlarge the chat to see what it is. Is that Bob Ross with like an afro? I honestly don't know. What? What? Are people in the verification channel racist? I'll look into that. How does it? How does that? What's the word? How does that manifest itself? How does people being racist in the verification channel manifest itself? For anyone, how many people are watching? God, you are crazy. What? Okay, okay, whatever. For people, a lot of people who are clueless, that's the verification channel for our clan server, and I don't know. But yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen Rahat Alias's lore videos because, once again, I really don't care that much about Warframe lore, but I have seen a lot of people say it's good. Then again, I have seen a lot of people say Warframe lore is good, so I have been a little bit cautious. Okay, yeah, no, that's cool. If you are offended by that, and if you are Polish, have my condolences. And that's coming from me, who lives next to Poland. That's a very like grateful, nice view. But now they are joking. If like Starlight is involved in it, that's a joke. If you haven't been in the clan chat, it's a big shit show, but people are generally not serious. Ever since a lot of the more questionable people got banned from the clan chat has been rather, well, either deserted or fairly fooling around, but not serious. Oh. I don't know, wait, there was like there was a chat message about the Czech localization never going to happen. That's not going to be a thing in Warframe. No, not going to happen. Wish I could join the clan. If you want to join the clan, and there is no reason you should, because even the clan layout is currently really fucked up while we are waiting for custom spawns, which are not going to happen, so we will have to rebuild the entire upper floor with the labs and stuff. I will make it known how to join through some means in an indeterminate amount of time. We don't have any requirements to join. We just from time to time clear people who have been offline for like 200 days if new people want in. But there's like no entry exam, no requirement for donations, nothing like that. So when it eventually goes up, anyone who wants will be able to join. It may be a little bit more tight with crossplay when that is implemented, since people from other platforms might want to join the clan, but we'll just have to deal with that. If you are not a frequent player and want to join the clan, you can just rejoin if you get kicked. If you are offline for 2 months, that's fine. The conditions are not going to change, it's open to everyone. If you want to join the clan now, and don't want to wait for whenever I make the update, because let's be honest, the Call of the Tempest Star video took me like 2 months, and the Heart of Deimos video hasn't been released yet. I plan it for the first 1 year anniversary of the quest being released. If you don't want to depend on me making that update, if you know my Discord, send me your in-game name. If you don't know my Discord, do it on Twitter. I will be able to invite you. For now it is PC only because we are a PC clan, but with crossplay, when it eventually comes up, it's going to be open for anyone, of course. Now, with all these messages, I have completely missed what people think about the tennocon, but I'm not going to provide any new thoughts, actually. I just have to repeat myself. If this was its own thing, if this was a standalone, single-player game, with a Grineer or a Corpus or Teshin, not all three at once, I don't think that's a good thing for gameplay. Maybe it could work, but if it was its own if it was its own thing, that could be good. In Warframe, that's, I don't know. I'm not sure they even realizes what is like the main drive, what is their main pull of the game, what is the biggest selling point. Because for the most people, obviously, and I have done surveys on this, it's the modability, the customizable loadout of your guy. You know, the Warframe, the weapons, you can mod them in different ways, you can have different playstyles. Most YouTube content is actually about like tweaking weapons so they do the most million damage and overkill enemies the most. And forcing people to play through like 1 or 2 hours with preset characters, I don't think that's... Maybe it's good, but you are not utilizing the strengths of whatever you crafted in 8 fucking years. Yeah. This being part of Warframe just makes everything about it inconsequential, since it's not part of the core gameplay loop of Warframe. Yeah, that's the sentiment I'm trying to express very verbosely. I don't know. I'm kind of torn on this, because I love experimentation and I love new things. And I love making stupid decisions. So, in a way, I approve of DE trying to make a completely new, completely alien, completely different game mode from the main gameplay they have. But, on the other hand, I have to look at it and say, well, it's not going to fucking work. You are effectively just spending resources and time developing something that is, in the best case scenario, going to divide your player base into like different subsets of the community who enjoy different things. Worst case scenario, it's going to be completely abandoned because it has nothing to do with the main gameplay features. And that's what happened to Archwing. I am hoping that some people play Railjack because it apparently has good rewards. If it's like the first win in a day, and if it's like the special event, it's worthwhile, but they just keep doing that. Like Archwing, Operators, Railjack, Necromax, they keep adding things that don't really interface well with what they already have. And Warframe is this kind of like split amorphous blob of tissue that doesn't connect well together. In a way, I guess that can be seen as a strength, because people can choose what they like and focus on that. The problem is, all of this content is very shallow, so even if you like Necromac gameplay a lot, there is not a whole lot of stuff to do. The meat of the game is really in the like Warframe mode, if I can call it that, and it's not available for anything else. So like, fuck off. That's... I can't wait for about every content creator to point at the whole Grenier Corpus Station gameplay segments and bank DE to UD those as a framework for the Conclave. Honestly, the Conclave is a bad idea. Even this faction warfare that I brought up wouldn't work very well. Because again, it's a completely separate thing from the main gameplay features, but that would be the only way PvP could reliably work. If DE wanted to implement PvP, it would have to be that way. And people still wouldn't like it very much, but it would be better than the current Conclave. That said, Warframe just isn't like a PvP suitable game. Still, I would really love fucking proper matchmaking for the Conclave and Lunaro. When we did the Lunaro tournament in December, that was a nightmare. I don't know. I like to look back at it positively, because it was a different experience. It was me casting like Lunaro for 12 hours, and it was difficult. I wanted to die, but it was an interesting experience. But if there was like at least like a basic lobby system in PvP, it would have fixed so fucking much for us. I know that the problems of the Lunaro tournament are not representative of the casual PvP player, but like, if there was some normal lobby system, clans could do some sort of contests, people could spar with other people, like, for fun, people on Discord, there could be some small communities based around that. Now it is just an unusable fucking steaming piece of shit. Oh. I didn't really want to do another one, or I was not really... like, my stance was like, yeah, let's not. But if crossplay is a thing, I think that we are going to repeat the Lunaro tournament in December with all platforms this time. And as painful as it's going to be to organize, because there are the waiting times, you need to wait for people to get in, then you need to wait for the round to end because it starts automatically, because it's set up by a crazy fucking person. Even despite that, we are going to have that. Because the Lunaro esports is something very special that is close to my heart. Because I have like a heart tumor because of it now. I honestly have no idea why the amount of people watching this stream are increasing, even though tennocon has ended. But yes, I guess now we are just going to discuss tennocon for a while I ramble about unrelated things. I don't know, I can't really talk about the technical side of things, but I don't think that crossplay is going to be a big issue in instance stability. Obviously, like, DE is at least intelligent enough to not do this. They already have a thing that when you are playing on a laptop, you are not going to be the lobby host. You are not going to host the server. So if you are playing on a phone, you are not going to host the thing for 3 other players. But I don't think that a person connecting from a phone is going to impact the overall stability of a person hosting from a PC. I think that's going to be pretty much the same thing. I don't know. I don't know though, like... now, I don't know. I could say like, well, I've worked in IT for a while. I have experience, but I developed like a web interface, like a web application, so it has nothing to do with server things. I do know like SQL, but that's like database stuff. I have no idea how fucking games work. But yes, I think that my closing thoughts, apart from, and prepare for this one, that's the soundboard, that was not me, by the way. Aside from that, I honestly couldn't care less for what they showed of the new war. It hasn't been particularly interesting. The sort of like faction segments, whatever, it hasn't shown anything new. And I'm sure the quest is going to be fun, but what was shown is not interesting. The meat of the very, very sparse tennocon is crossplay, which is going to be kind of a big thing, and I'm looking forward to it. Is the Riven market a thing, really? The bad part of crossplay is the Riven market crashing. I honestly... that wasn't me. I honestly loved the Riven Mafia. They obviously shitty people, but they have seized the opportunity to abuse this really broken system where DE just rejects to implement any sort of in-game economy outside from like rudimentary manual trades. And a group of people saw that And they were like, yeah, we can use this. And while what they did was very, very bad, I applaud their opportunism and ability to pull something like that off. I don't know. It's probably not a good opinion to have, but I kind of like that. You are still... I don't know which chat Equinox means, but yeah, he is in the clan. If you are sending him a username somewhere, a PC username, he can invite you, so that's cool. The problem with an actual in-game economy is something like similar to maybe what World of Warcraft has, or had, or still, I don't know. The problem is that it would deprive DE of profits, which, you know, when you view it from the position of the company, implementing some sort of a marketplace in-game, some sort of price checking, auction system, it really doesn't benefit them in any way. So they do not have an incentive to do it. Setting up a Warframe market profile is kind of a hassle. A lot of people who play Warframe are kind of introverted, so many won't even go out of their way to like private message a person and say, hey, I want to buy this for this price you have listed on this website. So I can kind of see why DE doesn't want to implement the proper in-game economy. Oh dear. I'm still in game. I'm still in the deserted fucking Strata. No, it's not Strata, it's the tennocon 2021 relay. I'm still in an empty instance that has been completely fucking dead since this event started, because DE servers are incredible. We have already spent this soundtrack. The Grasping Hand, let's go with that one. Yeah, this is different. This is the Fleetreborg soundtrack. Okay. But yeah, if you haven't been in-game, wrong window, if you haven't been in-game for the stream, there's me doing drugs. Oh, network not responding. But if you haven't been in-game, at least on the European servers, we couldn't access the relays. Obviously nobody was able to play the cool tennocon previews like we were last year in 2020, when Heart of Diamonds was a thing. But now that network problems have subsided, I am in a completely empty relay instance that has been like this for every Warframe player in the EU side, European Union side of things. So that's fun. Unfortunate, I realized this happens. Wrong one. No, there we go. But yeah, I think we have gotten to see everything that we would have in the relays from the stream. There wasn't that much else. You couldn't walk around all that much like you could in the 2020 demos previews. There was like the mirror and the spooky blossoming worm. You could move around like 360, there was like the platform. In these I guess you could move around a little bit as well, but like 180 degrees. Still, I don't think it is a big loss, honestly. I wouldn't really care about that. Wait, drops are actually working this time? For the last 3 years, there have been problems with the Prime Warframe drops. Okay, that's cool. Next year nothing works. Yeah. I'm just going to change this text a little bit. Post stream discussion. cannot do a question mark because that is a different font. This font does not include a question mark. So I'm going to just write... I need to do... Wait. I guess I will make another instance and make it smaller, because that is more aesthetically pleasing. At least to me. There we go. There is a question mark. Well, I don't know. I'm trying to think, it's hard, but what I'm thinking is, once again, what I have been thinking since December, because I'm very intelligent and can do like basic research, which consists of googling 3 terms. I think that the DE now, because of their own volition or otherwise, are going to bank on the mobile market, and I am not sure how that is going to go. I don't have a lot of faith in the performance of Warframe on the current generation mobile phones. And if it is going to be really shitty, like, I do not have a Switch. I have seen Switch Warframe footage. That is harrowing enough. If mobile phones are going to be worse, I'm not sure if whatever Tencent is aiming at, whatever projections they have, are going to be fulfilled. Here is hoping that it was not actually DE that was trying to port it to Android and other systems, but some competent company. It is going to be problematic, arguably, because DE does use their own evolution engine. I think it is loosely based off an archaic version of Unreal, and then it kind of became its own thing, but it's not going to have anything in common with the current Unreal Engine architecture. I don't know. The biggest feature in like a realistic money sense for Warframe is crossplay, and more specifically mobile phones, but I am just not sure that's going to go very well. Again, I'm really skeptical as for the performance. If it worked well, yeah, it would be great, but if only like a fraction of the population can afford to run Warframe on a mobile phone, that is not what you want to do with your mobile title. I imagine problems on start, at least when anti-cheat to Theong, you are cheating by switching platforms. Fun. Gameplay on mobile is going to be weird, but I do not think that is going to be the biggest problem. Warframe gameplay has not been particularly demanding, ever. Well, a long time ago it has, but last 6-5 years, Warframe gameplay has not been an issue. People will be able to walk through the missions and occasionally like click a thing, or like, what do you call it on a phone? Click? I don't know. Tap a thing and like move the camera a little bit, and it's going to be fine, because things like aiming have been made obsolete in 2014. Yeah. This was like this was one of the reasons why I brought up the point in December that most of the Chinese game market, which is massive, but most of Chinese gamers, I don't know if you can call them gamers, maybe they have a specific name, but most of Chinese game players do play on mobile phones. The problem is, I do not know what kind of hardware people have in China. I would maybe try to assume that whatever mobile phones they have are not going to be able to run Warframe at an enjoyable rate right now. As I said, maybe 2-3 years it's going to be fine, but now it's kind of pushing it. What I thought was more likely was like a derivative intellectual property, like some sort of cheap cash grab application on mobile phones that anything could run based off Warframe, that the current big spenders of Warframe could get into, and maybe it could also attract some other players who could play on consoles and PC then. But instead we got just normal Warframe mobile. We will have to see how that works out. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. This is the start of Warframe becoming a gacha. Ember Prime SSR with summer swimsuit skin. I don't know, that would be what I would have done. That seemed to be the most reasonable solution. Because honestly, DE has all the assets, they have all the skins, they could very easily make a game like that out of what they already have. The development time would be very short, and I dare say it could like dwarf Warframe profits. Not long term, but like for a few months, that would be absolutely massive for Tencent coffers. You don't know the intellect of mobile gamers. No, I don't. Which is also the problem. Warframe isn't exactly like a newbie-friendly game. In order to be able to just like stroll through the levels unobstructed, you need to have some gameplay knowledge, you need to be able to grind a specific area to get the right mods, to get the right weapons, to get the right resources for the right weapons. And in order to do that, you need to do research, because people aren't going to figure out it themselves. There are tutorials online, but there is a lot of other activities you need to do in order to make Warframe easier. And I'm not sure if mobile players, the average mobile game player, is going to be able to do that. Can you all step to the wiki on mobile? No. But on Wikia they have made an absolutely horrendous UI change so that it is mobile friendly recently. So that's good. Yeah. I don't have much else to say, honestly. I will just let this go for a while I go take another piss, because I'm very hydrated. Then I'm going to like scout over the chat and then probably leave very unceremoniously. But yeah, I'm going to like make a fart compilation on the main channel out of this. That was the best part of tennocon. I cannot believe it. Like, the best part of this whole streaming experience was just me going. Which is very telling, but that is what we have to live with, I suppose. Be right back. No, like, yeah, that is pretty much the conclusion. There is nothing really interesting. Cross save is the only viable thing, but that's not going to like aid existing players in experiencing anything new. The new war, not enough, honestly. I know myself, if I were to use Warframe on mobile, it would mostly be fashion framing and Foundry. Yeah, there is already the app you can use for Foundry. I haven't used it in ages. It probably does allow you to do other things, maybe like chat and stuff. But yeah, why would you want to like fashion frame on mobile? I don't know. I don't know, like... I'm not sure how the mobile release is going to go. It is not a very mobile attractive thing, and I don't think that core Warframe players who play on PC and consoles are going to be interested in playing like on mobile in the well, probably not subway, you don't have signal there, but like on a bus. There's not really much point. I don't think that Warframe players really seek to play more of Warframe. They just want new content. What if I leave my own clan and join better? No, you're not going to get any materials back. That's not going to happen. What you can do if you have second thoughts is like create an alt and then sort of juggle the ownership, which is probably the safest thing you can do, but no, the materials are lost. Honestly? I think that the new war may have even like scaled back on some things. Before we have seen the the sentient system, Tau Ceti, fucking like the sentient system, and what Warframe promised before was taking the fight to the sentients. It sort of moved to the new war, the sentients invading the origin system with the Scarlet Spear and stuff, and now it's going to, by the looks of it, take place entirely in the origin system. So I would actually say that before it was bigger in scope than it is now. What? I'm pretty sure you can even create your own Discord invite. Hopefully. I don't have Discord open. I don't want to mess up my great streaming setup. Also, another song has run dry. I could play... No, not that. I'm probably already banned on Twitch for for playing Juahao Piao Piao, but let's not play that again. I will keep that for the end of the stream. I don't have anything good in my suggested videos. That's how YouTube is. Ooh. This is good, but it's not appropriate for the stream. I'm just going to put that in. This should be the Necrolisc OST. The fuck? Hold up. No. I think somebody copied their homework. This is the Necrolisc, okay. Listen. That's the beginning of the Necrolisc OST, or the ambient, I don't know, whatever. This is the Corpus Fleet rework. No, that's the wrong one, I think. Is it? Wait. It starts exactly the same, the one I'm looking for. Maybe this is the one. And this is the Necrolisc. Okay, it's different. There is like one more note that is different, but whatever. Let's play the Necrolisc. I don't actually. It doesn't. Oh no, this is by Jason Graves, and this is by also Jason Graves. So I guess it makes sense. It has a very similar start. Yeah, this is a little bit different. There is like one more drum, and then there is a little bit of an echo. But no, this bit sounds very similar to what is later in the Merchant Guilds, Merchant Cults. Sorry. But it is different, I suppose. Now it's just the sort of start drum phase is kind of similar. I don't even know if those are drums. I don't know if they have that different name in English. It just sounds similar, is my point. So yeah, I think the plan is to let this play out, and then I'm going to end the stream. So there is like 19 more minutes till this horrible thing is over. If anyone has any stimulating thoughts in the chat, please post. I would like that. One of the things I honestly hate about Warframe is the very stubborn audience. This is something that has been prevalent in the world at large, not just like video games or Warframe, but people are very polarized nowadays. People are either for a thing or against a thing, and there is no like middle ground. There is so many annoying fucking little shits who white knight for Warframe and see the littlest of slights as an insult to their heritage and their family. And then there is just like so many haters who see everything as a negative thing on Warframe, and I like just it makes me sad. I would like for people to look at a thing and form their own thoughts rather than come from some sort of a pre-established viewpoint they need to reinforce. My stimulating thought is you doing a reverse face reveal where you show literally all of your body apart from your face. Now, I have been close to doing that. I'm actually going to be switching jobs next month? Sometime next month. But if I weren't, if I just like straight up fired and didn't have anything else, I would probably start OnlyFans, because like Patreon is gay, and I would just post like feet pictures on OnlyFans and my glorious hairy chest on OnlyFans, and like my epic scar on my hand on OnlyFans, and it would be everything but my face. I already got like a trash can or a trash bin, or like the little thing you put trash in your room because going to the kitchen is too far away. That looks like a Corpus, Comba or Scrampus helmet, and I planned to like put like a science stripe on it and photo OnlyFans photos on it. In it, I have a lot of free time at work trying to think about things like these. But yeah, reverse face reveal is not going to happen just yet. When it happens, you will know that I'm in a really bad situation. Game's fun, but it feels dead. I wouldn't even go as far... I would actually disagree with both of those. Warframe, surprisingly, despite what I'd like to think, is not entirely dead. There seems to be a decent influx of either new or returning players, but it isn't exactly fun either for me. I can't remember the last time I have played Warframe for fun. Every time I have played Warframe in the last few years, it just has been either for content, for like video content, or because I thought that something from an event could aid me in future video content. And it is not saying I'm not of the like, I hate Warframe camp, and I'm just stuck with it because I do it on YouTube camp. I legitimately enjoy making Warframe videos. The latest one has been a little bit of a endurance run. It has been difficult, but you know, I did enjoy making it. Some parts were hard, but like overall I liked making it, and I like to like sit back and see the finished product. And that's cool, but playing Warframe for fun, when I would just sit down and be like, you know, I'm tired after work, let's play some Warframe, that hasn't happened for a long time. I'm not sure if it... maybe it happened initially. The problem I have is also that I have been playing Warframe on and off since the closed beta, so... there has never been like a gigantic chunk of content for me to explore. I've always come back with an update and then played that, and then it has been over in like an hour or two, and then I've just AFK'd again. What's the chat doing? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Like 2 years ago, there have been times where I would just farm a resource because the clan needed it, or because I wanted to build a weapon that wasn't necessarily for any video, but I thought that could be fun. But that's not really a thing anymore. When I need to have fun playing video games, I just play anything else but not anything else, but something else than Warframe. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Wait, let me preface this. There we go. Oh my god! Wait. See this? See this? I have completely forgotten about the Stalker. And that is because I have been really expecting the Stalker mode to come out this year, for it to be announced. But that hasn't happened. It has been functional, it has been previewed on live servers by DE I cannot remember the year, but I have it in the Heart of Deimos video. Maybe 2017. Like 4 years ago, it has been functional. They had it on a regular server, they harassed normal players. It has been good to go. And it hasn't come out since. Where did the fucking Stalker mode go? I thought it would be a good opportunity because, you know, the new war, you know, Shadow Stalker, he is now affiliated with Hanhao, Sentience. Makes sense. Nothing. Where did that go? I don't think anybody remembers the What Stalker meme. That has been extremely short-lived. It is now just like a urban story, a legend in the community. Like, when that happened, when what Stalker happened, very few people knew about. Like, it wasn't even a meme. It was something that people retroactively latched onto. Yeah. Press F in chat for the Stalker mode. I'm going to play this very appropriate sound effect.
Bruh.
Rest in peace, Stalker mode. Yeah, perhaps you can play a Stalker, maybe. Nah, I fucking... I don't know. It seems to me that what was shown on tennocon, that was kind of an undisrupted, like a whole part of gameplay that was supposed to follow after one another. The Grenier part, the Compass part, the Grenier part, the Teshin part, I don't know the order, but it seemed like these were in a sequence. And fucking hell, like, from a storytelling standpoint, that was awful. If that is going to be in the quest like this, I don't know. Throwing Stalker into the mix, that would be just fantastic. Complete fucking clusterfuck. I honestly, after all this time, I haven't spent much time searching, arguably, but I haven't been able to discover who is responsible for writing NDE. It eludes me. I would like to know, because I would like to print a picture and throw darts in it, but whoever it is. Now I don't mean to sound crass, because I have a lot of respect for writing people, but it's shit. It's bad. There is like clear basic violations of basic writing principles spread all over the Warframe story, lore, quests, world building. It is fundamentally flawed in such incomprehensible ways to anyone who would have attended a basic class about writing that I'm just perplexed. Cannot even pronounce it. Boy. Yeah. There has been a contribution by the Warframe writing director. Thank you for the interview, kind sir. No, the pleasure has been mine. Really, you are all too kind, so what can we expect in the new war? Very insightful indeed. Thank you for all your thoughts. God. Maybe it's actually 100 chimps in a basement. A chimp workshop enslaved by the Canadian overlords. That sounds likely. I wouldn't put it past them. This is the time to ruin this by like putting in my own fucking Warframe fanfiction. Yeah, it's not... I don't think it will ever be done. I can show it though. I think I have previewed this. Maybe on a stream somewhere, maybe even in a video, I don't remember. No, I actually disagree with that. Earlier world building didn't have potential. There is a difference between an idea and world building. World building is a much more advanced stage that DE hasn't really advanced to. They have only good ideas, and what they did with them is appalling. DE doesn't do world building. I want to make that absolutely clear. There is a tangible difference. There we go. I have now screen capped it. There we go. This is my like even worse Warframe. This is the first page of my like manual for a tabletop RPG set in the Warframe universe, and it's bad. I don't think it will ever be like made into a playable state. I have playtested it a few times with my friends. It didn't work very well. But it's better what concerns world building, because it is set before the Tenno appear, which clears a lot of the problems immediately. And everything is like dark and really fucked up. So that is always a fun setting to do, and a fairly easy one to execute. And I think that is the end. No, the soundtrack still continues. Fuck. The writer is Steve, who just kinda takes notes in a napkin and executes on them several weeks later, when he'd forgotten what they mean. Yeah. Warframe world building is very sad. Again, not world building, but I'm just going along with the chat. Not like sad in a way like the story is developing in a sad way. I mean, it's sad that it is handled in the way it is. Now, it's not that kind of tabletop. There are no like LGBT miniatures. It's a normal like D&D kind of thing. Do I have anything else to show? This is actually like a thing they teach in game design schools, because it is not a simple thing to do. And I have found out that I'm completely shit at it, but making an enjoyable gameplay system for a D&D-like game is fairly difficult. Now, the way you can do about this, what was the name? Wait. TTRPG. It was Lasers and something. There is a Lasers and Feelings? Probably. Yeah, that is it. Now, the easy way you can go around things when making a tabletop RPG is to be very, very concise, very, very abrupt. And you need to leave a lot of the things up to the game master. So there are no like concrete rules and there is no robust game system. So this is like one of the kind of cool sci-fi setting stuff, which is very simple to follow, and this is recommended for entry-level tabletop RPG players, because it doesn't require much and it just needs sort of a skilled, experienced game master to drive it along. And it's fairly simple. Like, if you're a Warframe player, this may be a lot of letters, I know, but believe me, this is very simple. And you just roll a dice sometimes, there are like only a few stats for your character, and most of it is going to be actually sorted out between the players and the game master. Now, I didn't do that. I started making a really fucking big sort of system, and as it turns out, now it makes sense. It is logical. There's like progression, there is scaling. The combat is challenging, but, and this is what games come down to, right? When you play it with other people, it is not fun. There is just way too much counting, way too much looking at things. You need to remember what you can do, what are your limitations. There are a lot of numbers you need to keep track of. And when you execute it, it's not fun. Well, if that is the case, your game is shit. There's no way around it. And I can't help myself but feel like I'm also describing Warframe now. Warframe is different though. Warframe is more complex because while there is a lot of numbers and things you need to keep track of, a lot of them don't mean shit past a certain threshold. There are different levels of awful in Warframe that I haven't gotten yet to. But yeah, this is going to end soon, so I'm going to put in order and chaos. How many people are still suffering this? I lied. This is not ending yet. This is the purgatory. This is the plane where you get purified, where all your fears, all your sins, all your vices, all your virtues even, get thrown out, and you can then pass into the heaven as a blank slate. This is terrible. How many people are watching? Let me adjust the volume a little bit. Surprisingly, like, still more that were there during the main meet of tennocon. Although, like, in the middle it was slightly higher. Not surprisingly. Does your tabletop include a not useless Gorgon? Actually, yes. It does. I think it's in a different files. I had to like separate my Google files for this because the one was just too big. But basically, there is a like big codex of weapons that goes with it, and that's also a part why it's not fun, because there are like a lot of arbitrary stats. What I'm going to put up on the screen is actually outdated. The stats have changed now, the combat is different, not that it matters, but don't try to make sense of what there is like in the table, because it doesn't make sense anymore. There's like a 43-page document full of just fucking weapons and different numbers and stats. And there's like a tetra, there is a modified tetra, and there is like 9 different like attributes to it. And, well, some of them are pointless, like the price I guess you could do without. The rest did play into something before, so... Oh yeah, I didn't really write any flavor text for these. This is just 2 Burstons broken down or made into a twin-barrel burst rifle. As I said, the game was just like too big. It was not fun. There was like even a crafting system, sort of. With the right skills, you could like make really fucking weird weapons. Like from 2 Burstons, make like some sort of a LMG hybrid fucking weird thing. But yeah. This is the thing that people need to understand though. When you make anything, like be it a game or be it like writing, be it photos, be it painting, poetry, anything, you need to go through a phase of just failing and being able to learn from your mistakes. I need to be able to look at this and say, well, this was fucking shit, and I need to like improve on this. Because if you get stuck in the mindset DE has, that everyone who says something negative, and this is the case for some people, but DE has gotten in like a defensive mode recently, in the past year or so, where everyone who has some sort of a criticism is a hater, and they shouldn't listen to them. Well, if you get to that phase, that's kind of bad, and you shouldn't do that. Facing criticism is harsh, it's not a pleasant thing, but you always need to take it into account. Even if like a person is a hater, maybe there is some valid parts of what they have to say, and you need to consider that. So yeah. Did you like tennocon? Well, I didn't watch most of it. I watched only 10 Alive, and that was disappointing, but I didn't have a lot of expectations. With Blender, I did just cease. I stopped. I had other things to do. I did record like a third part of the series, and there is a great animation of like a OC, like Roomba mad scientist hybrid, just eating a person out of a window through the wall. It's a great animation. Never made the video. Maybe will. As I mentioned before, I have been making the Heart of Daimos video. Well, I haven't been making it, but it has been in production, theoretically, for nearly a year. So maybe that's going to be seen. Now, in this TTRPG, before, the combat used to be positional. So you had a grid, and you had positions of your characters, you had positions of NPCs. It was fucking line of sight sort of system. And that was so obtuse, it isn't there anymore. Sometimes, or not sometimes, you need to balance like challenge and enjoyability of a game. Different audiences, you also need to know your target audience, but different audiences enjoy different things. And most people are going to find the most enjoyment in kind of the middle ground. So, like, as I am saying, well, what I was initially doing with the TTRPG was fucking scary. I cannot imagine anyone playing that. I'm going to post the current kind of how it looks, but even that is kind of obsolete. I haven't rewritten it yet, but some of these things are not going to be there, I think. Now, I mean, they have shown a gameplay of a Corpus Crewman. I am, despite what people might think, when something Corpus is shown, I'm not immediately positively predispositioned towards that. As I said, I don't think it really serves a purpose in the game. It's just needlessly restrictive. The lore or story or narrative we have gotten out of these segments shown on tennocon was not good. The whole Grenier Corpus station part was just not great, in my opinion. Yeah, it did look polished, but that's the problem, like, what was the point of it? This is so much effort. They have made, like, an own separate mode for a Grenier with different weapons, different abilities, different attacks, a Corpus, and Teshin. The Grenier had some sort of a firebomb, he had like a, I don't know what the blade is called, but he had like a Grenier sword, a Grakata, then he picked up a Tigris Prime. The Corpus had different abilities, there were the explosive mass. Teshin had some sort of bullshit crazy elemental switching abilities. And ultimately, what is the fucking point? That's going to be in there for like an hour, 2 at most, in a quest. And then it's gone. Like, why is that in there? As I was saying, if it was like a single player game focused on this, a full game, sure. In Warframe, that makes no sense. I don't know. It just seems like a waste of time. But yeah, what was I going to say? Is it the machete? Yeah, I guess it is. Yeah. I don't know, I for some reason I always thought like machetes were shorter, but I think that's just me getting them confused with regular machetes, not like the Grenier weapons. Okay. But as I was going to say, if you're like TTRPG looks like this, that's bad. This is like far too much checking. This is like far too much shit. I cannot draw on this. This is like broadcasted differently. But technology is kind of know. Technology is actually not like much of a problem. Technology is affected by specific perks, and I suppose if the player has like a specific perk that makes specific technology more useful, they will watch out for that, so that's not a problem. Controlling statistic is like the meat of the game. That's not going to be changed. Attack mode is weird. I need to revoke that. There are weapons that like there is difference between like burst fire and auto fire and single fire and sniper rifles, and it's bad. It takes way too long. Number of hits, damage per hit is self-explanatory. Accuracy requirement I like, but again, it is far too much rolling. I don't like it. Ammunition flavor, it makes like people consider resource management because they need to buy or scavenge specific ammunition types and they can run out of ammo, but again, that is like an unnecessary layer of complexity that doesn't make the game so much fun. The problem is that the instances where this mechanic makes the game more fun are less common than the instances when it makes it more difficult. And so you just have to yeet that. Damage type, also I need to completely fuck off with. And weight, I don't know. Weight is also bad. So like less than half of this is relevant to the current... Oh, yeah, I actually have played Dark Heresy. This does take some inspiration from Dark Heresy. I don't know if you... I'm not sure if you could have spotted that from this. But Dark Heresy is good. Like, I pretty much copied, like, a naming system because I think that is a pretty neat thing in TTRPGs. If you don't have much of an idea about the factions and different races, species. So I have basically stolen the like random name system from Dark Heresy. It's not very imaginative even for Dark Heresy. It's like a very basic idea, but it is a nice one. So, now Dark Heresy, I hope I'm not confusing that with something else. No, I'm pretty sure I'm not. Like, Dark Heresy has different names, like per Feral World and Herb World and stuff like that. This is just different names per the races. But it still pretty much uses a similar idea. So, you know, like, this is stolen from Dark Heresy. So, if you don't want to come up with your character name, which is often much more difficult in a TTRPG than you would think, you can just roll a d20 and get a random one. So, these are for the corpus. So, if you roll like 8 and 13, you get Ixion Nos or Itkanos for a female character. Which, you know, some people, especially when they are sort of new players, are not very imaginative when it comes to lore and adapting to new lore like this. So this is a nice crutch. I think more TTRPGs should have things like that. That would help people get immersed in whatever they are going to get into. I have written like an unholy amount of extended lore for this shit. Which is not very good. It's very temporary. But just to wait, is the introduction good? No, the introduction is not good, but I'm going to put it up. Just for the hell of it. How much people have... some people are still watching, that's sad. Now, like, this is a very temporary sort of work in progress file, so I'm just putting their ideas and none of the writing is final. And this in particular is very, very, very bad. But, when it comes to things like this, you need to start somewhere. You need to do something. Whether it is like making videos or making a TTRPG or programming a game, anything. You need to do something first and then improve. So, yeah. I'm pretty like sloppy when it comes to English writing for obvious reasons, but like this is from the intro sort of page. And it's like, free citizens are strangled by fear as the skies blacken. Oh. Wait, do I have the Shadow the Hedgehog music somewhere? Probably not going to find it, but the unfeeling corpus withdraw deep into their cold metal arcs as the Grineer amass their hordes. Shadows of the old war stalk every dark corner of the system, while the mad oracle prophesies impending doom. It has been 372 years since the Empire fell, and the colonies prepare for a war they know they cannot win. Little of this concerns the denizens of Periphery 10, however. Here, survival is a far more immediate matter. As the dwarf planet Homea lazily makes its way through the subsector, pirates, dregs, scrappers, and fortune seekers flock to its cold embrace. Home to an Austrian clay market, Homea... Yeah, and then I just kind of cut off. That sentence was going nowhere. There is just like, irrigated by blood, opportunity blooms! And... this is actually topical. This is the kind of name of the ship I used in the Call of the Tempest Tower video. From afar, Aliotkar, a guild capital ship of uncontested destructive power, silently watches. The corpus rarely leave their drifting habitat, uninterested in common salvage and petty squabbles. Now, however, something stirs their metallic hive, as its otherwise empty halls are bustling with activity. As the gargantuan vessel makes preparations for departure, a single directive is passed on to its inhabitants. Homea must not reach Periphery 11. And like that's just the basic idea for like the setting I have, which if you couldn't tell, which I don't blame you for if you haven't, is that like basically the system is fucked. This is kind of set in the time after the Orokin Empire kind of died, but before like the human kind of normal colonists were also wiped out. So like the colonies are kind of fucked, but the TTRPG is set in like a very small space on the fringe of the solar system, and the players are just trying to scavenge ships for money and kind of make a fortune for themselves. But as they progressively find out, for some unknown reason, for some spooky reasoning, the Corpus Capital ship is going to blow the fuck out of the entire subsector because something very scary is awakening there. So the ultimate goal then becomes to kind of get out of the subsector before it is ultimately eaten. And that kind of is the basic arc of the place, not session, but the campaign. Which is something like I have played a lot of TTRPGs. It's something I have noticed in some when it's up to the GM, and it's very open-ended and it's kind of never-ending. It's good if you have like a tangible goal, if there is like escalation in the story and if it leads somewhere. If like this is what we need to do or else we are fucking dead. Because a lot of GMs don't really handle that very well. Many people like to coddle their players and like be very nice, so this is like an incentive, like yeah, this whole area is going to be fucking vaporized. You better be able to get out somehow, you know, like the obvious choice is to like get enough money to like bribe someone, buy something to get out, but there are other ways that people can come up with. It's like, again, this is like balance is the foundation of everything in fun. You need to balance like player choice, difficulty, and pressure. So like, there's like a GM doesn't say like you need to do this, do that. I like that. They need to say like, okay, this is going to happen. Try to work with that. Try to figure out a way around it. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Warframe soundtrack is dead, so I'm going to put this there. Wow. That's a change. I'm just now going to stop spurging out about like my TTRPG efforts, and just see if any people in the chat have any ideas about tennocon. Oh no, this question about this. Tech isn't too different from RPG stat requirements. It actually is, kind of. The idea is that, you know, weapons are obviously made to be easy to use. Like, if you buy a gun, you don't need to understand how it functions in order to fire it, but like specific technological skills improve your ability to work with these weapons or make something different out of them. And that's kind of obtuse, but because the skills are kind of limited in that regard, it doesn't impact most players. Attack mode is weird, yeah, that will be dead. It's basically like so that there is a difference between melee weapons and like shotguns and assault rifles, so you need to like prioritize other things for different tasks. But as I said, when we playtested that didn't work well at all, so that's dead. Yeah, number of hits and damage that's probably self-explanatory. Ammunition is again obtuse, and damage type that was just lifted from Warframe because, you know, there is the I think we are on damage 2.0 still now. Yeah, but yeah, the damage system was very obtuse at first. The first draft was unplayable. Then I kind of numbed it down to just armor, shields, and like specific damage types that can bypass that. But even that was kind of hard to keep track of. So I don't actually know how I will solve that, but I know it cannot remain as it is. Weight, I don't really like very much, honestly. But it feels like it should be limited somehow, the amount of stuff you can take on a mission, and more importantly, because the game is kind of centered around salvaging old derelicts and ships, it needs to be limited in the stuff you can carry out. So you need to prioritize the more valuable stuff, or the things you think you can use, or the things you have some buyer for. And like, weight is weird in that regard. But yeah, this is just things I need to sort of think about. Okay, wait. I think I will need some more water at this point. Hold up. If you have any questions about tennocon or anything, or any thoughts about tennocon or anything, feel free to post them. I will see the chat. But it seems like the chat has been kind of lulled to sleep and or death by my rambling about like tabletop RPGs. Ah, your YouTube chat isn't showing on the screen. Oh no. Oh no. Well, that's pretty sad. Ah, shit. Yeah. I'm using Restream. And... okay, that's broken too. It says it isn't, but... yeah, sorry, it seems like the chat on the screen is kind of broken right now. Why is it? Is every void-capable ship equipped with a giant finger or what? Yeah, I honestly have no idea where they were going with that. Maybe would have been explained in the Plains of the Weary? Who knows? The implication or the most common rationalization... wow. How do you say that in English? Rationalization? The most common rationalization of the finger was that it was somehow connected to Albrecht and Trati. But we just don't fucking know why there is a finger in every railjack. Which is a thing. In the Tempestari there is also a giant fucking finger in like a containment field. So like who the fuck knows what that is about? It's just that there is not enough messages coming in to push the other messages up. No, like YouTube chat isn't showing anymore in there. Which is very sad. I fucking hate Twitch. Oh. Can I fix that somehow? Okay, that works. I have posted help through the Restream chat on YouTube, but nothing else seems to throw... yeah, okay. If I put it there... yeah, if I just put it through the YouTube chat, it doesn't work. That is interesting. There's not actually a finger in the reliquary, you're just seeing the finger that Albrecht reportedly cut from the man in the wall. Interesting. But yeah, ultimately that doesn't lead anywhere. We don't know what the finger is about. Still, YouTube chat is dead, so that's a great sign. Yeah, this is one aspect of Warframe lore that I like. That's a neat idea. The whole like fucking weird thing with the void. A reliquary just remembers the finger. That is interesting. But again, it doesn't just lead anywhere at this point, and I don't think the new war is going to expand on that. Going to post like my list of gay guilds. Top 14 gay guilds. I have also written like a lot of supplemental lore for the TTRPG, because unlike somebody at DE, who I still have no idea who they are, I have learned that for world building you need to have a solid foundation, and you need to know the details of your world, even if it's not specified. If Warframe didn't disclose that information, that is fine, but nobody at DE just knows what the story is about, where it comes from. So these are the 14 board guilds at the time of the setting. That's taken from the Deadlock Protocol, I think. Yeah. In that quest, Nev goes like 7-4-7 against. So the idea is there is 14 guilds and one presiding chairman. That makes 15, so that makes it that you can actually vote and not have a stalemate. but because presumably during the Deadlock Protocol, Frogback is already dead, that's what happened. Still, wait, that's not it. That's what we already saw. I'm going to put this there. There we go. Have that gift there. I don't know. So yeah, there is Luxor. That's of course one of the things from Warframe. There is just like a brief sort of description. This is like for fluff. If you interact with other Corpus characters or Corpus NPCs, because you don't like when you have a character in this weird fucking TTRPG, you don't like specify a guild. But it's useful if you think of the character as having one. You can also lie about like a specific one to get some favorable deals or something out of another person. Hivemind is also like a guild. B-Cloud, we have also seen that. Oklo is like the twin snakes intertwined. That's very common now with Railjack. Fortunate Dawn are the two keys. That is also from Warframe. These descriptions are not. That's just like made up. Metacom is not something. I think I stole that from maybe Battletech. But yeah, it makes sense that like a communications guild would be very powerful, because information and communication and entertainment is kind of a big part of stuff. Kasek, weird. They're like the military kind of people of the Corpus in this setting, or the most militarized people. They also have like the weird weapons, like the old Burston, which was originally Corpus. I think they also have, I don't actually remember, they maybe have the old Braton as well. But I'm not sure about that. No, they don't. Braton is from something else. But yeah, like, they have their own weapons and shit because they have a big military presence. This is new. This is just like one of the things I slapped on the energy weapons. This is new. This is one of the things I slapped on the ballistic weapons. There we go. I could just read that instead of thinking about it. This name is bad. Haven't changed it yet. This is like people who build ships. This name is abysmally bad. But it's like a church, basically like what Nef Anio would have developed into. This one is fun. These are basically slavers, so also what Nef Anio would have developed into. This is actually a canon one from a long time ago that has been shown in, well, not shown. This has been described by in one of the forum posts, like question and answer stuff. It wasn't called Numo, but MPS, I think, and it stood for Material Packaging Solutions. It was reportedly the only guild that was currently showing any profit amidst the war. These are like weird fucking lore tidbits from 7 years ago that I know, for some reason. This is just for like other kind of energy weapons of the Corpus, and this is just for someone who like does food and mats, because I needed that. But yeah. There is a lot of fluff like this. There are like different gene molds for the Grineer, and there are different political parties, I guess, affiliations for the colonists, and they do not really affect anything, but they can be picked up by the GM and the players to kind of make things more interesting. Because in the case of the Corpus especially, as I have it established, all the different guilds have like different company values, and they like different things, so one guild is not necessarily going to be fond of the other, and that's like, you can use that for storytelling, I suppose. What is the YouTube chat doing? Oh yeah. Yeah, Oklo is, well, that's like the translation of the characters in the logo of the Twin Snakes. We don't actually know what the guild does, but Oklo is like a canonically in-game thing. Somebody asked which one is Salad 5 in, and we don't know. These are the basic things we have no idea about. We have no idea about like who is affiliated with what guild. There's conflicting information about it, frankly, even in the Gas City tile set. From like some clues you could pick up, they have their own guilds. They have their own like symbolics and regalia. Sometimes they are affiliated with Oculus, sometimes it's Luxor, and it's just all over the fucking place. Yeah, good night, Coinetro. The guilds are not a developed concept in the game. There have been some like more lore about it way back when in the closed beta, I suppose, that like DE was considering, but that really didn't materialize into anything. The whole idea beyond the faction was like that there were very separate different guilds, as I have it outlined in my shitty TTRPG. And the reason why you could like fight some of them in the game is that like maybe these one like antagonistic guild that didn't like the Tenno, some guilds would like cooperate with the Tenno, and the corpus as a whole didn't like have a unified policy towards you, but it changed during the development of the game. That didn't really stay. I'm not going to show Grinier stuff because that's bad. What do you think is the worst lore fuck-up they made? That is actually a tough one. If I was being generic, I would say operators. That was like extremely big departure from what they originally planned and what they originally set up the game as. In writing terms, yeah, that would probably be like the biggest fuck-up, the biggest mistake. But other than that, the thing is, they don't really make a lot of big mistakes. It's just a continuous stream of bad decisions, like little details that erode the world as a whole. And I don't think it's really a problem of storytelling so much, it's just nobody knows world building. Nothing is consistent, and they change things so much as they need to. How much longer is this? Yeah, I think I will just let this play out. Let the chat gradually leave, and then I will end this when this great background OST comes to an end. But what I was trying to say, I think I will at one point, because I think it will be more flexible, I will like try to test this TTRPG online with a chat. I don't like playing TTRPGs online, but you know, I'll just I think that could be made. That could be done. I think YouTube has now some sort of polls you can deploy in live streams, so just whatever the majority wants will do, and I'll just try to throw up like a mini session of a shitted debris TTRPG. I had a map somewhere. Oh, that's not what I wanted. What is it? I need to switch to the YouTube chat because it's dead on the screen. Did the parent sequence break off from any particular guild? Who the fuck knows? Like, again, there's just conflicting information about that. Ergoglast was like a researcher for Fraud Beck, so that would imply he was under him in the same guild as Fraud Beck, but then he broke off and he has apparently some holdings, as is shown in the Glass Gambit, and maybe I don't know. Like, nobody knows. But hopefully if you're sending like, oh! I think the YouTube chat returned. Cool. But yeah, hopefully invites to the clan have been dispensed. Now the interesting thing, while I'm deep in like jerking off myself for my great creative prowess with TTRPGs, the interesting thing I'm kind of testing is that there are like, well, normal D&D does it in a weird way. I don't know about the new editions. I don't think I have played 5th edition ever, but it doesn't work like most TTRPGs. It's like basically it's very sectioned. It is very gamified, I suppose. You have the characters at like a hub area at like the Ostron Clade Market where they like can buy stuff, can accept missions and shit, and then they go to salvage something off to some sort of a mission area like a wreck or an asteroid base or like even a hostile ship, anything. And if the mission is successful, they get rewarded. If it isn't, they get punished, penalized. So if like the mission is successful and there is like different order for these, and it is also very obtuse, but people basically roll for perks instead of levels. If they complete something successfully, they get a perk, and depending on which mission it is, like first, second, third, they get either their like faction perk, or they get like a generic perk, or they get like something special if they do something special in the mission. That's also fucking weird. But it is very random. There is like not much you can choose. It is very, very much determined by the dice. So this is like for the Grenier, and they are basically just made for combat. These perks are also like very work in progress. Some of these things are also obsolete, but they basically like get bonuses that can make them kill things faster. Oh, I actually haven't even heard of the Dark Souls TTRPG. I'm not a big fan of Dark Souls, honestly. I have tried playing the first one on PC, and that was way back when. It has just awful fucking PC keyboard controls, and that just deterred me from any Souls-like game. I haven't played anything else like that ever again. No Dark Souls, no Bloodborne, nothing like that. Have a look at that though. Dark Souls TTRPG has to be very, very weird. But yeah, people basically get these things, and if they like fail the mission, if they don't complete whatever they came there to, if maybe this is also something that isn't completely settled, but there is possibly going to be like set objectives, because access to the mission sites is going to be through contacts, and they will usually want something from you. But if they fail, they get like a detriment, and that gives them negative stats randomly again. There is a lot of different fucking shit. There's detriments. Hold up. And again, I kind of like randomness, when people cannot exactly change the outcome, just kind of affect it. So if they fuck up, they get like penalized, and some of these are fine. Like, I don't know. Well, okay, all of these are pretty bad. But no, like, if you get like accuracy requirement, which may not be a thing, you can counter that, but by getting a specific weapon type, maybe. But all of these are pretty negative, yeah. It's meant to be punishing. 11 is kind of okay. You just have to like have your friends deal with the in-between mission areas, or kind of sneak in. These are just like basic deductions to the stats. These are spooky. 15 and 16. But yeah, that's that. And to like not make the rolling far too scarce, there's a lot of like other shit that is random according to the D20. Where did I put it? Because this is like Warframe inspired, there is of course Orokin shit. So there are like special Orokin things that you can do, and like interacting with Orokin stuff is just like a big gamble, and that does very wild shit. There you go, saved. So like, you know, roll 1, you get 3 new perks. Roll 2, fucking things self-destruct, or starts self-destructing so you can escape theoretically. Roll 3, removes all detriments, incredibly good. Roll 4, everyone has the infestation, which is very bad in this TTRPG. Roll 5, very good, you die, you revive, you are fucking Jesus. Roll 6, everyone is fucking dead, campaign is over. So, you know, it's, you know, kind of chancy. Ooh, that is a TTRPG savvy question. The latter, actually. Out of curiosity, are the objectives given to each player? No, the former, sorry. Or the group as a whole. There is usually like someone who is going to be doing the dealing with some of the like contacts or agents. And when we played this, or when we tried playing this, when I playtested this, like I deliberately like took one of the people aside who was like dealing with the contact and was like, yeah, you know, because it was a Corpus character and was dealing with a Corpus agent, so he was like, you know, you are in a party with like 2 fucking Ostrons and a colonist. I'm going to give you 20,000 credits for this. Distribute it as you wish. Like, tell them they are going to get 1,000 credits each for the job, keep the rest. And the second time we tried testing it, there was like one sort of betrayer person who had like a conflicting objective, who like needed... The party had like an objective to seize some sort of a fucking item from a ship, doesn't matter. The other one has like, had to make sure that the thing is destroyed, and if like the other people caught wind of it, that like he destroyed it intentionally or something happened, would probably need to kill them. So it's very open in that regard. That's up to the like GM again, though. I don't really have a page on that and instructions regarding these situations in the file. I should probably write one. But yeah, like, there is a lot of rolling for these perk fucking things. The infestation has a separate sheet. Like, you roll, and this one works differently. Like, the Orokin thing, if you noticed, it is kind of like alternating. Like, odd numbers are kind of good, even numbers are very bad. The infestation works differently, like the higher the number, the more fucked you are. So, ideally when rolling for infestation you need to get the lowest number possible, and if you are infested you like roll for this perk after every mission. And once you reach, I don't remember how much, I think it is 6, once you reach 6 of these like biohazard symbols, you are like outwardly infested and nobody is going to want to have anything to do with you. At some point you like become a full-blown infested, and that's also bad. But the infestation is very hard to get rid of. The song is still not over. I'm running out of things to rant about. Oh no, yeah, it's nearly over. Got like 20 more seconds to go. That's good. So yeah, there's no more questions on YouTube, and I think Twitch has died. So yeah, yeah, maybe the Twitch chat is dead now, but I'm not really monitoring the Twitch page anymore, or I haven't been ever. So yeah, that has been tennocon actually, and most of this has been probably me rambling about this bad RPG. But yeah, tennocon. For me, it was a disappointment. Hope at least something caught your attention in it. It's well, the it right. if I have any concluding thoughts for that, you may already know what they are, but here goes. I love the reverb on that. Have a nice day. If you are in a normal